Okay, real question. What if every single human being on Earth, all 8 billion of us, stood in the same spot and jumped at the exact same time? Would the Earth move? Would we crack the planet open like an egg? Would cities crumble? Would your neighbor finally feel the consequences of leg day? Let's find out. First, let's just picture this. 8 billion people. That's enough people to fill the United States about 25 times over. We're talking your grandma, your annoying coworker, that guy who always skips leg day at the gym. Everyone. All standing together, all jumping at once. Sounds apocalyptic, right? Here's the twist. It's almost comically underwhelming. See, when you jump, you push down on the earth to go up. That's just Newton's third law. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So theoretically, when you push off the ground, you're also pushing the earth away from you. The earth moves too, just not in a way you'd ever notice. Here's why. The earth weighs about 6 with 24 zeros after it in kilograms. Your body? Let's be generous and say 70 kilograms. You pushing off the earth is like a mosquito landing on a freight train and expecting it to derail. Now multiply that mosquito by 8 billion. Still a mosquito, just a slightly bigger, very sweaty mosquito. Scientists have actually done the math on this. If every person on Earth jumped at the same time, the Earth would move, but only by about 100 millionth of the width of a single hydrogen atom. That's not a typo. That's not rounding down. The Earth would technically move, but it's a distance so small it doesn't even have a real-world comparison that makes sense. It's like trying to push a skyscraper by blowing on it. Except the skyscraper is a planet, and your breath is 8 billion humans. Okay, but what about the landing? Surely 8 billion people crashing back down at the same time would cause some kind of earthquake or something. Sort of. But again, underwhelming. The energy from everyone landing would be roughly equivalent to a magnitude 4 earthquake. Now, a magnitude 4 earthquake is real. You'd feel it, things might rattle, your dog would absolutely freak out. But it wouldn't topple buildings or split the ground open. It's more of a, whoa, did you feel that? Moment than a goodbye civilization moment. California gets magnitude 4 earthquakes pretty regularly, and people there basically just look up from their phones, shrug, and keep scrolling. Here's where it gets actually interesting though. The real chaos wouldn't come from the jump itself. It would come from everything around the jump. Think about getting 8 billion people in one place. The landmass of Rhode Island is often used as the example. Everyone on Earth standing shoulder to shoulder could technically fit in Rhode Island. That's a fun fact that makes Rhode Island feel very important for about 5 seconds. Now, imagine the logistics. 8 billion people need to get there somehow. Planes, boats, cars. You'd burn through fuel at a scale that would be an environmental catastrophe on its own. The carbon emissions alone would be staggering. Rhode Island's infrastructure? Completely obliterated. The state has about 1 million people. You're bringing 8,000 times that many. There is not enough parking. There are not enough bathrooms. There is not enough anything. And then they all jump. And the Earth goes, nothing. Barely a yawn. But let's say we're not all in one spot. Let's say everyone jumps from wherever they are right now. All 8 billion of us, synchronized globally, jumping at the exact same second. Even more anticlimactic for the Earth. Because now the forces aren't even all pointing in the same direction. People in Australia are jumping down relative to people in the US. The forces partially cancel each other out. The Earth genuinely wouldn't care. It would be the most coordinated thing humanity has ever done, and the planet would respond with a shrug so microscopic it can't even be measured. Now, here's the philosophical gut punch hiding inside this whole thing. 8 billion people. That sounds enormous. And in human terms, it is. It's cities and wars and history and love and every song ever written and every meal ever cooked. It's everything we know. But against a planet that weighs 6 septillion kilograms and has been spinning for 4.5 billion years, we are barely a rounding error. The Earth has survived asteroid impacts, ice ages, volcanic eruptions that blocked out the sun for years. It is not losing sleep over us jumping.
So what's the actual takeaway here? If every person on Earth jumped at the same time, the Earth would move less than the size of an atom. There'd be a minor tremor on landing. And then, 8 billion people would have to figure out how to get home, having accomplished the most elaborately useless thing in human history. Which, honestly, sounds about right for us. We are a species that once decided to put a man on the moon just to see if we could. We build roller coasters for fun. We invented the deep-fried Oreo. Elaborate and slightly useless is kind of our brand. So next time someone asks you what would happen if the whole world jumped at once, you tell them, the Earth wouldn't budge. The jump wouldn't matter. But honestly, it'd be a pretty great party. 8 billion people. One ridiculous moment. 0 consequences. Sounds like a Tuesday.